We got everybody from the outside inside here? Outside? We get them inside? Yeah. Yeah, this is something. Okay. And outside of all. Take 1, 2. All right, good. First off, I want to say welcome. Appreciate y'all being here. 7th annual Fleet DJ Music Conference. What's all my DJs at? Let me make some noise. Where my artists at? Let me make some noise. Okay, I need all y'all rules to move up here. Okay? The DJ rules is fine where they at, but all the artist rules, I need y'all to move up. If you want to move up, don't be scared. I promise I ain't going to talk that much this year. That's why they made me moderator, so I can shut up and let other people talk. But once again, welcome. Raleigh, North Carolina. Glad to be back again. Most questions was good. I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. We got BB Mobile App in the house. We got WWEN 92.4 in the house. What's going on? We got a lot of people up here in the panel that's going to be giving you some information for you to hopefully use. That's the key word, to use it. And if you have questions, by all means, make sure you ask questions. Once again, my name is DJ Razor. I'm the moderator of Oklahoma Fleet DJs. So I'm going to pass the mic around and let everybody introduce themselves, and then we'll get the show started. All right?
DJ Sway, Charleston, South Carolina, syndicated mix show, Omaha, Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, Lubbock, Texas, Rockford, Illinois.
Here on Channel 75, here in Raleigh, WQOK. I'm Arnie Personality. Also, I'm the host and founder of Carolina Waves, a promotional movement, helping artists to just be able to get exposure to a lot of different platforms, open mic showcases, different festivals that I work with.
Kaleem Hassan, Program Director, WCCG. I'm also the brand manager and music director of the station as well. I go by the name of Big Leem on everything.
DJ T.O., Carolina's #1 DJ. With QNC, WQNC, Charlotte, North Carolina, 92.7 The Block. I do 5 o'clock every day. Weekends, I'm pretty much on the air every day, and I do a whole lot.
All right. Excuse me. Fleet DJ Flock from the Block, 97.9 The Wiz, manager of the Low Country Fleet. Catch me on 97.9, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. You said we motherfucking play it, all right? Artists, you looking to get your record broken in the Augusta area? Hit me up afterwards. I got you.
DJ Mike Lane, Coast 97.3 down in Wilmington. Feels good to be home. I'm originally from Raleigh. I'm on 98.5 Kiss FM, core DJ.
I'll check this out. It's your man, Big Snow Dog, a.k.a. Mr. Robinson County, 104.5 Mix Show Coordinator. Every Saturday night, different radios, Sunday night shutdown. I've been on radio for 18 years, coming up in August. So for all you artists out there trying to break records, holler at me or holler at my man Lean, which is my boss, and we're here to do it.
Once again, my name is DJ Ray Ryder, Oklahoma Fleet DJs, DJ for 97.9 in Lawton, Oklahoma, DJ for Hot 103.9 in Wichita Falls, Texas, and also the Pop-Up Party Mix streaming on 21 different stations right now. So, let's get started. Where my artists at? Let me hear a woo again from one of the artists. There y'all go. Now I'm gonna put y'all on the spot, right? I'm gonna ask the first question as an artist, because every time I go to one of these panels, there's always that magical question that artists have for people on radio. So, of course, y'all know what the question is, right? How do I get my song on the radio, right? I hear that everywhere I go. So, that's what we're gonna start off with, and then we'll take it from there. So I'll let all the panel members go ahead and answer that question any way you want to answer it. What's the secret way of getting my song on the radio?
DJ Mike Lang down in Wilmington. Look, we got a thing where we tell you straight up, get hot in the streets, and we gonna come find you. Like, it's the worst thing ever when you coming up to me in the middle of the night, 1 o'clock. Yo, I got the hottest shit out. Play my song. We at the height of the damn club. Don't bring me your shit there. So get hot in the streets, and we gonna come find you. That's basically how we go. I mean, I got a kid right now that's got 70,000 views on a song in Wilmington in like 2 months. Hottest in the streets. We had to go make this kid clean it up. So we'll come find you. That's our motto in Wilmington. I know it might be different everywhere else, but that's what we're gonna do.
All right, check it out. Well, you know where we at. Of course, get hot in the streets, get your city behind you. But also we got promotional packages where you don't pay for your song, but you advertise with the station. Now you advertise with the station, you can advertise your website, you can advertise your Instagram, you can advertise your grandmama selling your CD out the house. And then now the song that you go to play after your commercial, of course it has to go through programming. You gotta make sure it's radio ready, radio friendly, this, that, and the third. That's one way where we at. Another way is, I don't know if any of y'all know about a radio rep. Radio reps, they're like the lawyers that speak to the judge. Radio reps, they go talk to the PDs, they conversate, they got history, they network. You go sit down with a radio rep, all depending where you trying to get your song at, what area, Southeast region, Midwest, whatever. You talk to them, they got personal relationships with the PDs because the PDs are the ones who really put your song in rotation. So them are 2 ways you can get your song on radio from where we at. Oh, you gotta have some money, I ain't gonna lie.
For me, where we are, WQNC in Charlotte, we have a platform called Carolina Zone. You go to the website, 927theblock.com, you can submit your song. Every single submission comes to my email, so that's one way. I have to log every one of those, so that's one way to at least get it in front of us. I can't speak for any of these guys, but for me personally, I've never downloaded a song or downloaded music from a video in a DM, a message on Facebook, or anything like that. So to be honest with you, not to be a butthole, but it's a waste of time. For me personally, I try to tell people to put yourself in front of the DJs, put yourself in front of the program directors, so when they're having an event, show up, especially for for example, a live broadcast. If we're advertising that we're somewhere every single Friday night, what's it hurting you to come out? 9 times out of 10, it's free before a certain time. Show up and at least say, hey, I'm Flock, I have this single, you might have seen it across your email, and it's like, okay, now I put a name with a face, so I'm more inclined to at least go listen to that one. But it's a lot of people that sit behind a DM, sit on Instagram and Facebook and be like, hey, play my song, and you're in the city, but I've never met you. You've never gone out of your way to at least say, hey, I'm such and such. And for me, I play a lot in the mix. It's not going in rotation before it goes in the mix, to be honest with you. So I play a lot of the mix, and how I gauge it is the reaction I get on social media. So there's one guy, I won't say his name, I've been playing his song in the mix, and every single time people have been in the station, like, oh my gosh, sending videos, sending messages like, yo, y'all need to keep playing this. And so if I play your song and nobody says anything, not even you, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably not going to do it again, to be honest with you. But that's just me.
And for my station, it's pretty cut and dry. And not to be redundant, but we have a platform on our website where you can just upload the music real easy. Just make sure you follow the instructions. As a program director, I'm bombarded with a ton of music every day. We do ads every week for the national labels. So to speak on the music reps, that's a huge, building a relationship with the music reps that are in our region. If you don't know them, you can easily go on the record label's website. They usually have them listed for our region. Just do your research. Another way is, like he said, was to, I do research on records, so MediaBase, BDS, the web, Shazam, so I'm doing research on what's hot, so I'm backlogging the artists that are soliciting music. We are a non-solicited station, so I do have a platform every Fridays at 11 11 p.m. that I do local and regional rotations. So, and I'm a open guy to the point where, if we network and we build a relationship, I'm all for it. If your record is hot, I'm gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to support, and I've been doing this for about 15 years. So, just being in the position to provide opportunity for artists, because I know how hard it is, because I came from an artist background. So, just to reiterate on, what these guys said, just make sure that what you are sending to the station is clear. Make sure you have your CDs with the label, your logos, everything that's necessary when it comes to doing the research on the artist, because a lot of times I get blank emails. Somebody may send the email with, can I get my song on the radio, and the MP3. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, who are you? How can I research? You get what I'm saying? And a lot of those emails that I get, and I get a lot, those get pushed to the curb. I get a lot of CDs that still get mailed. Those get put in a bin. I'm in a digital era. I mean, I love CDs, but because I get so much music, it's hard for me to put a CD in and rip the CD just to listen to it. That's hard for me. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I do have business cards, and we'll network, and I don't mind supporting every artist in here.
So much good information, and I want to agree with everything that everybody said. What I will say is to not focus so much on radio initially, because it's going to come. If you're doing everything you need to do, if you're in the streets, if you have those streams and you have those views on YouTube, which are undeniable, then that makes it easier for you to be able to pitch yourself to any radio station for rotation that you're trying to get into. And so, build yourself up, build your buzz in the streets online, and radio will eventually come. At K97.5, we're in a unique position, like Black as well, where we have Carolina Waves Radio, which is a platform every Sunday where we spotlight local artists from 12 to 1. So with that, you basically just need to go to our website, and it has all the details and all the submission steps in order to do that. What I find is that a lot of people don't want to do their research and don't want to read, because you literally can direct someone to all the steps, and they'll come back still asking questions that are literally right in, where it tells you to do. So just always do your research, network, build connections. If there are DJs or personalities that have events or local events, show up, show your face, be known, and so that people can see how hard you really are working out here.
I know one thing about me as far as being on radio 18 years and being at 104.5, I don't mind helping artists out. And like my man said is, I like to find you instead of you finding me. One thing about a lot of artists is they turn their music in, or they get a whole bunch of people calling the station, play my song. Then once I ask them, is your song registered through media-based BDS? What is that? So when you say what is that means you just got a bunch of people around the studio just listening around smoking weed and I watch how my boss Big Lean bring a lot of artists in. A lot of radio stations bring a lot of artists to the area, but when it's time for that artist to get out there and say we got 400 or 500 people in the club, that artist should be the same one outside trying to promote his music, but you never see them. And what kind of gets me far as no disrespect to artists is they always want to blame the radio station for promoting their music. Now, I got a man in here right now, he go by 100, Little Bama, and I give him the utmost respect, because what he'll do is he'll fill up, he'll go to every state, and every radio station he click into, he'll stop. He said, yo, man, I'm at this station. Yeah, they told me to drop it off, but I'm still here. I'm going to come back through here again. Then the artists I like to back up, and give them utmost respect to. But when you got a lot of artists and a lot of promoters that come to the area, and they packs out these venues, and you don't see none of your artists in the area that's there, but I go to Fairbury Motorsports Park, and just give you an example, and I host Apple Chill, I host a lot of stuff. Everybody know Ray Ramsey, and he brings a lot of people to the area. But what kind of hurts me is in my area is when you got a lot of artists, is not there to promote their music. But you got people from Florida that's all the way down there with CDs and passing out flyers. That kind of tells me something about the artists in my area. But like my man said is, let me find you, don't find me. Let me find you. Then if I feel that your music is hot, if I go on your Instagram or I go on your Facebook page and you're doing a video, you got kids, you smoking weed and you're doing a cuss video, you got kids in your video, I would no longer play your music. Because I can't bring that artist to my station and respect them as putting out his Instagram and his Facebook. And as soon as somebody pop up on it, then you got kids in your video counting money and chopping up weed and stuff. I don't condone that.
Yeah, I can say I agree with everything they're saying. But how many of y'all have a Roku stick or an Amazon Fire Stick in y'all house or anybody you know? Just a few of y'all? Okay. For instance, they all talking about FM radio. I'm on an internet station that pulls 1 million, let's look at the number right now. 1,546,943 streams every day. I'm on the lunch mix on 103.7 The Beat out of Rockford. And I play what I want on Omaha, KOWN 95.7 The Boss, all black-owned station. I started off in radio with Intercom with Wichita, Kansas, Power 93.5. They're doing the 5 o'clock traffic jam. And I was running hip-hop in a station that does all rhythmic, but I made it sound urban out there. So in Lincoln, Nebraska, I come on when everybody's getting out of clubs, which is a college town. Big college buzz, and they got people from all over the nation out there. So that's one of the things you got to look at when you look at DJs that's on the radio. Who can play what and who can help break my record in a different way? You don't got to stick to the Carolinas. You can come west of the Mississippi. You can go all over the country with the age of the internet right now. And right now, podcast game is big, but I started it years ago. So I'm in the top 10 in hip-hop via Podomatic. Through the TuneIn app, you can search DJ Suede by name, and it pops up on your TV. All my mixes. I don't mess with live mixtapes. I'm in the consumer's face through Roku TV, the Fire Sticks, Xbox One, and you can look up my numbers, and it hits. I can see all the cities that's downloading the mixes directly. So, you can go to my Instagram, DJ Suede USA. I like what all the program directors and radio personnel up here had to say. But literally, you can make your career in different regions and don't have to stick to your own region. Just because you're from the Carolinas or whatever, you can venture out to Nebraska, Iowa. I do concerts with Kirkle Banks in South Dakota, Iowa, stuff like that, all over. So your artistry, how hard you want to work, depends on your work ethic. Just do what you want to do, follow your plan, and get out there. That's all you got to do is get out there in different markets. Small markets, small colleges, junior colleges. You can do a junior college tour on your own. Anybody you know, that's your network. That's in different areas. And just get out there and push. That's all I'm going to say to you.
I just want to add one more thing. It goes back to what Liam said. When you're submitting music, be mindful of how you're submitting it and what you're submitting. So, as Mir said, they have a platform where you can submit it online. I would say probably about 50% of the submissions that we get are dirty music. Why would you submit a dirty single to a radio station if you're going for a radio play? And I guarantee you not one time have I responded or emailed anybody and said, could you please send me a clean version? It just went to a folder and said dirty. Also, it doesn't make sense to go, I'm not gonna say it doesn't make sense to go straight to radio, but like they said, keep working in the streets because radio is not meant to promote you. The reason, at least commercial radio, the reason we're playing songs is that the listener likes it. So they're going to keep tuning in. So if they're tuning in and they're listening, the time spent listening goes up, the cum goes up, that means we get more advertising dollars. We're not really, to be honest with you, they're not in a position to fully promote you. So don't go there thinking that I just dropped this song in my closet, I didn't even register it, I just want the radio to play it, then I'm gonna blow up. It's been a lot of artists that have gotten radio play, I'm talking full rotation, and they didn't have a plan behind it, and that song is out of rotation right now, and they sitting home.
All right, so I want to make sure that we have plenty of time for the artists to ask questions. So to wrap up real quick in like a 30-second drop what y'all just said is the radio station ain't playing my music because ain't nobody asking for it. Okay. The best way to get my music to people is to possibly go out and build a relationship with who I'm trying to connect with. Is that right? But I understand, right? This is like 2018. Everybody got like issues and problems and families and jobs. So how do I do that? Through something called social media, right? Y'all got it easy these days. I can reach out and touch somebody across the world in about 5 seconds or however long it takes me to type a message, right? So are you really using that to your full potential? There's a guy in here called Level Up Rainer. Where he at? Okay, so I'm gonna give you another quick example, right? Every single time I play this guy a song in my mix shows that is touching 23 different stations across the world, you know what he does? He retweets it on his doggone social media. Not because I asked him to, but for some reason, this guy had a sense of purpose of saying that if somebody is supporting my song that I sent to them, I'm going to make sure that I support them back, right? Because to me, support is a 4-lane highway, not a one-way street. Does that make sense? Y'all know the difference between a 4-lane highway and a one-way street, right? It can't just go one way. So you have to show support to people that are showing support to you, all right? So just to knock that off real quick. All right, so another thing that was mentioned was your numbers, the kind of attraction, the kind of draw that you have as an artist. So everybody knows that numbers really mean something only to an extent, right? Because anything can be bought, right? If I want to make sure that I'm getting 1 million streams showing up on my Spotify or my whatever, I can probably reach into my wallet, break out my credit card, go online and pay for it, right? But you can't just rely on that. I'm kind of old school. What's going on, man? My name is Ken Jackson. I'm an artist out of Oklahoma. Man, I just wanted to come up and meet you. I'm not going to give you my song right now to play inside the club because I'm not going to do it. And he's not going to do it because he don't know me. But what I'm going to do is give you maybe a business card, a thumb drive or something. Listen to it at your leisure. What if I reach out to you online, I'm not going to tag you and 99 other people on Facebook. I don't know 99 people. So I don't know how you tagging 99 people on Facebook to try to reach out to me. Sometimes you got to take things a little bit more personal, right? That's like the same thing as you go up and meet that person in person. Why not do it by each email? Tailor it differently. Don't send out the same don't put everybody and their mama on a single email. Send out specific ones. Get you a doggone spreadsheet, keep track of who you reached out to. So if they reach back to you, then you can mark it off. Okay, that's the person I got to talk to, and move on to somebody else while I'm still working with that person. Okay, does that make sense? All right, now I'm moderating, my bad, I'm gonna shut up. I told y'all if I start talking, I talk too long. So who's got a question? It can be an artist or a DJ. All right, make sure if you have a question, make sure you say your name, where you're from, and then go ahead with your question.
My name is Gutter City King James. I'm from Augusta, Georgia. You can follow me on Instagram at GC King James. You can follow me on Facebook at King James 100, and I'm on every digital platform besides SoundCloud at King James 100, Gutter City. But my question is to all the DJs as an artist is that a lot of times, from an artist standpoint, it's like, okay, social media gives us a platform, and I've been doing social media, but I found it more impressive and more lucrative for me to go to these conferences. Like, I'd rather be here in a conference than be on my phone just trying to wave out a song to you, DJ Flacco, you know, and various other DJs, because you get to see who I really am. Because a lot of times, like he said, you can buy the platform. You can really buy it. And I can prove that you can buy it, them facts. You spend $10, they're going to give you 1,000 views. Anybody can do that. They're gonna send it to you on your email, give you 1,000 views. But when you get to know and make the relationship with the DJs individually, it helps us more. So my question to the DJs is it better to have a working relationship with a DJ in, face to face, or would you respect it if you see an artist online with 10 million views?
I can answer that easily. I don't even really look at your numbers. I actually just listen to the record, personally. Like, if you send it to me, I'll listen to the record. Just from traveling all over the world, being an ex-Air Force guy, I know different regions and how they sound like. And if it's music, it's music. It's just gonna come through as banging. You can't knock a hit, whatever it is. I don't give a damn where you're from. You can be from Timbuktu. If that shit sounds good, I'm playing it. I don't care how many views it got. That's just me.
For me personally, it depends on how you come at me. If you come at me on numbers, then I am gonna look at your numbers. So literally, sometimes I just have time and I'll go back and forth with people. So somebody emailed me one morning and was like, hey, why y'all not playing my song? I'm getting 160 spins a week. And I said, shh, what you need me for then? Like, we're not giving Drake 160 spins a week, to be honest with you, so clearly you okay. And so I was like, okay, I have access to Media Base and BDS. I said, okay, bet. I had time this morning. I looked both of them up. 0 spins to date. I said, man, how you getting 160 spins a week? They don't have yours. So he sent me this digital tracker report. No shade to the digital tracker report. Anybody that uses it, much respect. But in commercial radio, we're not looking at the digital tracker report. The only thing they're looking at is Media Base, BDS, possibly Shazam, what your numbers look like that, and your streaming. It's very difficult to fake streaming numbers. I'm sure it is possible, but it can be difficult. And so if I'm looking at numbers, if you're saying that you have 1 million followers, and I go to your page and you can post something, but it only get 10 likes, I don't believe your numbers. Like, you gotta make it make sense. So if you got 100,000 followers, but you can't get 100 likes, that's fake. And we can spot those. So it really depends on how you come. But me personally, I respect face-to-face. Most of the artists that I've really gone hard for and trying to get in rotation and stuff, they've come to me face-to-face. I had one, I'll say his name, it doesn't matter. Out of Charlotte, this is when I first got on the radio. A guy by the name of Akivius had a song called Dumb Love with Plies. At the time, he was living in Atlanta, trying to get the label situation straight. I was DJing a simple trapioke, like a trap karaoke, and he drove from Atlanta on a Tuesday night back to Charlotte just to say, hey, I'm Akivius. I just wanted to introduce you. Thank you for the support that you've shown and any future support. And I respected that so much. The song, to be honest with you, it ended up in full rotation, like for good months. I can't take all the credit for that because I'm not the program director, but I did push heavy for it. So I just respected that more than the person who can DM me every single day.
Okay, I want to make sure that, thank you very much for the great answers you guys are giving. She touched on a couple things that I want to make sure artists pay attention to, because I get artists sometimes that really don't know about the different platforms and why you should be concentrating on making sure your paperwork is straight, all right? So you made a mention about BDS, okay, the digital radio tracker, and also Media Base. So I want to make sure that you guys understand what the difference are between each one of those, because when I say BDS to somebody, it's like talking Russian. I don't know why, but that just lets me to know that you really don't know everything that you should know. So that's what this panel is for, and I want to make sure that in the little time that we have, that y'all make sure y'all get as much as that mind-blowing information to y'all that's like simple English to us, only because we're in it, we deal with it. So it's our job to make sure that you guys know that. So please, somebody explain to me what's the difference between my music being on BMI ASCAP and being BDS registered. Do you know what does BDS even stand for? Anybody can give me a clue? Okay, did you look it up? Hey, if you did just look it up, I'd be like, this man is doing his research, okay? I asked a question, he didn't know, so he took the time to find out. That's what y'all need to get used to doing that, okay? So why does my music being BDS registered matter if I'm already registered through BMI or ASCAP or another one? Okay, yes, we getting there. It's a tracking system, right? Okay. All right, before I finish, because I'm gonna forget, my brain ain't good. We got two other panel members. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves real quick, and then we'll get back to this.
What's going on? I'm D.Y. Nasty. I do radio for Virginia, a couple other states.
Yo, it's great in the state. G Money, Ugliest Brethren Radio, Foxy 99. That's right. Ugliest Brethren Radio. I do the big shows 12 to 1, 5 to 6, Monday through Friday. And yes, there we go.
All right. Okay, so we were talking about BDS, right? The artists that are in here, please raise your hand one more time again, please. Thank you very much. Okay, now keep your hands up, please. We're gonna do something real quick. Okay, so if you are not BMI, if you are BMI or ASCAP affiliated, put your hands down. Yes. R. Really? All of y'all registered? Okay. Put your hands back up again, because I wasn't expecting that down. I wasn't expecting that right there. Okay. How many of y'all are BDS registered? There you go. Okay, yeah. Put your hands down if you are. Okay, I understand I'm from Cleveland, Ohio originally, right? Home of Bone Thugs and Harmony. And I understand sometimes we talk fast. So I'm gonna slow it down like we do down in Texas now, okay? I'm gonna throw a little purple on it, all right? Look here, damn it. If you are BDS registered, raise your hand. Okay, good. Because now I get to let y'all answer the question. So what does BDS do for you?
Well, what it does, it tracks my music to let like the different radio stations know, oh, that he's working. Like I'm at 97.9 The Wiz, I got my record spinning there, so, you know, like, okay, let me see what he got going on. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna track your record, say, oh, okay, he has 12 spins today, or he had 50 spins this week, or whatever, you know, whatever the record gets to spin when it gets in rotation. And what it does for me is gives me a platform to say, oh yeah, I do have this single out right here. You can check it out on these different platforms. If you're doing internet radio, you can check me out on all the digital platforms. If you're doing radio, broadcast from a station, you can check me out at BDS. So it gives it a wider range.
Okay, anybody else want to add something to that? Y'all know BDS / Nielsen is the same thing, right? Okay, so if you take what he just said, and I don't know who just won the last Super Bowl 116 or whatever it was, okay? 17.6 million people watched Super Bowl 117 that just played. You know how they know that? Through Nielsen, right? Which is part of BDS, right? So in order for this guy right here to know that he has a certain amount of spins on a particular station, they played it so many times today, they played it so many times this week, and it gives a whole list of stations that played your particular song as long as that station is BDS registered, because not every station is, okay? So you need to know that. So this is how I see it as an artist, right? If I'm trying to put together a little tour, this station in damn Slowpoke, Indiana is playing my doggone song, what you said, 160 times a week, right? 160 times a week. I'm just throwing a number out there. Why am I not in Slowpoke, Indiana? Okay? So every BDS station can see each other through a report. The reports ain't free. BDS is like a little bit more of a gold mine, okay? You have to pay for this. Well, you can't pay for it. Somebody that is under BDS as far as the station, their program director, can pay for it to get it. But they for damn sure not gonna give it to you for free, okay? So if you are not on it, y'all gonna get on it. It's free to register. If you don't know how, go on the internet and find out. I ain't gonna tell you. This is like y'all little homework, okay? But there's a couple ways to get registered. You have to make sure that you are either BMI or ASCAP registered first, because it's gonna ask you for something that I'm not gonna tell you. You can do that in your research. So hopefully y'all writing this down or record me on Facebook Live. Make sure you get my good side. Okay, now, so that's a little homework for y'all. So by any means, I'm here until, I think most of us are here through Sunday. So feel free to pop up and say, hey, I found out what that damn BDS was. You know what? Because if you do, as long as I'm not eating, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, tell me what you found out. Because at least I know that you took some information from up here and you're trying to apply it, at least for this conference. All right, so that's what we do. Okay, who else got a question? Question. Okay, make sure you please say your name, where you're from, and then your question.
What up, I'm DJ Jazzy Beats, rocking out from Richmond, Virginia, also Orlando, Florida. I am James R's loving hip hop DJ as well. He couldn't be here. He said he's sorry. So anyway, my question is, I'm trying to get like you right here, international, Mr. International DJ. I'm trying to upload my music on Roku, Xbox. I'm trying to, cause I'm an all-around DJ. I DJ every genre. Like one lady, she was shocked when she asked for a country song, and I put it in rotation. She was like, what? Oh, hold on. Just because I'm black now, hold on. I can still play that. So that's why I'm trying to be that international DJ. How can I upload my mixes to Xbox Live, PS4, to get more internationally known base?
Well, there's another DJ in the room, DJ OS. He'll probably let you know too. I know most DJs, y'all put y'all stuff on Mixcloud. That ain't it. It's Podomatic. Podomatic literally links you to every site through your RSS. It makes your RSS work for you. So it automatically, you can get into TuneIn without even really asking, because they got a relationship with Podomatic. Podomatic is about to unleash a thing where mixes are about to start going on Spotify too. That's coming in the fold as well. So along with that, if you get on TuneIn, that's Roku, that's Amazon Fire Stick, that's the Xbox One, that's your name on everybody's TV worldwide. It's not like Music Choice and all that stuff was back in the day, where they had the program director affecting it. You affect your own ability to make your stuff go viral, like that. Hey, don't look at DJs' numbers on Instagram. I only got 1,000 some followers, but I started resident DJing in Las Vegas, been to Asia, done it in Atlanta, been to Kansas, Wichita, and Kansas City, Omaha, and Lincoln. All I did this by the Air Force. So you literally can make your own stamp as a DJ. And I own a club in Charleston, South Carolina. So I book DJs as well. And I book other concerts and shows in the Midwest through other stuff too, through smaller activities in concert venues where they don't have, like Fort Hays, Kansas. We bring artists like B. King out of Houston. Or we bring Kurt Cobain's. Or we bring, like the Scarface and stuff, the legendary artists, to areas you wouldn't think they would go to. So, I mean, it's possible for you as a DJ to open up. Like, I've been on tour with Tech Nine for one of his smaller groups. Just going to 15 podunk cities in a hot van in the summertime. But that spread my name out to different people. So every time I roll through them cities or they hear me, they follow my podcast. Straight through the TV. They got it listed. Or they on the app or whatever, so to tune in. So that's a good way to get your stuff out there. You don't got to worry about live mixtapes. You hit the podcast route, you're hitting the consumer. Most women don't even care about a live mixtapes or a Spinrilla or nothing like that. They don't give a damn.
Who has the next question? All right. Once again, make sure you say your name, where you're from, and ask your question.
What's up? I want to say thanks for everybody coming out. I'm an artist, but everybody who came out, that's a good look. You know what I'm saying? Everybody supporting everybody. My name Bama. I'm born and raised in Alabama. I go by Bama Miss 16 Balls, but I currently live in Fayetteville, 26 and shout out to that man right there in that corner. I know you don't want to look, but he has been supporting me for a very, very long time. Big Snow Dog. When I first moved to Fayetteville, the first thing I did, like he just said, I called the radio station. I was like, look, I'm out of town. I just want to know, can I drop off my music just for you just to listen to it? Tell me, do you like it or not? That's all I need. I gave it to him. He said, look, I'll check it out. I got halfway down the road. I heard it on the radio. So he called me. I turned around, and you know what I'm saying, we linked up, and I've been cool with him. Shout out to Colleen, 104.5. Both of them represent 104.5. Shout out to G Money, represent Foxy 99. Shout out to you. My question I have is, I see a lot of DJs, media people, they have their emails on Instagram. And do y'all like when artists just click that email and be like, yo, and shoot you some music that way? I mean, I know y'all say y'all don't like people to be in the DM, but y'all got y'all call number up there, you got your email up there and all your information. So would you rather for artists to contact you through the DM to ask you, can they get your email so they can send you something? Or do you want them to go straight to your email and be like, yo, new music alert, bow.
And I can, I'll attest to that. I'm more of a build a relationship. So most of the time, you know, my email, my telephone number, my office number is always available for everyone. My thing is, do not send a blind email. Build a relationship. Pick up the phone, call, leave a message. I have call times. I get a ton of calls. You know, the record labels call me every Thursday at 5 p.m. So that day is, you know, I'm unfortunately, I'm unavailable. Any other time, call, leave a message. I will respond. You know, but my main thing is, if my information is available, I can't speak for anybody else, build a relationship. Leem, how you doing? What's hot? How can I be able to, what did I do wrong? You know what I'm saying? Build that relationship, you know, so that you can get the program directors, music directors talking about, you know, whatever. And it don't even have to be on music, just how you doing today? You get what I'm saying? Thank you. You know what I'm saying, for responding, you know, and that goes a lot further than 10 records every day or week.
I can't express to you. Go ahead.
Well, like he said, build that relationship. I mean, my information might be up there, but my information is up there not for you to send me no music to see if you want to book me for a party or something, or you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Want for a gig, you know, that's what my information up there for. But the thing is, like he said, what a lot of artists, they go wrong. They want to see the DJ in the club or send an email and play it right now or do this, do that. Like he said, hit them up, be like, yo, what's up, what you doing tomorrow? Can we go sit down for some lunch? Lunch on me, or you know what I'm saying? You might know his birthday or something coming up, or send him a card with a gift card to Sam's Club, Walmart, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But build that relationship. Just don't, because as a DJ, we get music shoved down our throat every day. And after a while, it's just like if you're just sitting there eating Roman noodles over and over and over again, you get tired of it. So build that relationship, and like I said, if you see my information, hopefully you hit me up for a gig, yo. You know, I got kids I gotta feed, you know what I mean? This is real.
I want to read something real quick, okay? Because I want to make sure we stress this relationship point real quick. Okay, so I got this message yesterday on my Instagram, my DM. No, I take that back. This was Monday, okay? Now, doctor, I learned a new way of spelling it, okay? D-O-C-T-A. So this message he sends me says, what's good, doctor? What size shirt do you wear? And so, of course, I responded because he knew the conference was getting ready to come up, right? So yesterday, he sends me a message that says, what's good, doctor? I guess doctor's his thing, right? So what's good, doctor? Just checking to see if you landed in safely. Okay, this is an artist. I ain't met this dude. But you know what? That's the relationship part. I don't know really if he even cares less if I landed safe or not, but hell, he asked. So to me, that was a difference, right? And when I came here and he saw me, because luckily he knew me by face, by my good side, okay? He gave me the shirt, okay? So another thing with that, don't say you're gonna do something you don't do, okay? To me, that's like a slap in the face. Because I'm not gonna tell you I'm gonna play your song at this time. If I ever told y'all to, not one time, that I'm gonna play y'all song where it's gonna be played and it played, right? And Bama's good to meet you too, bro. So, the relationship. Stick that in your head. Stamp it with the what are them damn things you stamp a horse on the ass with? Use one of them. Stamp it in your forehead. Relationship. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, after this, I'm gonna have to get with Liam and find out how he can schedule all his reps to call him at one day and one time. But that's another story. So for me, I had my number on Instagram when it first was like put your email and number on, and that lasted about a week and a half. An artist from Arkansas text me at 3:36 in the morning. You see, it bothered me. I remember the time. At 3:36 in the morning, it was like a 4-page message about playing his music. At this point, I will never play that music a day in my life because my phone was on loud. And it's just like, are you serious? Took my number off Instagram. That didn't last. So my email is up. But my email, if you click it, it literally says bookings at carolinashej.com. So common sense would probably tell you, this is probably not for music. So I appreciate if somebody DM me and say, hey, can I send you a song? And I'll send you the email. Like, I never just straight ignore it. I'll be like, yeah, I got you. But it's just a way to go about things. And like he said, sometimes it's nice to say, hey, how you doing? Like, I didn't wake up with you. So for you to just jump out and be like, I got a song, it's hot, it's the next thing big, like, play it. How you doing? It's not, thank you. Like, just a common courtesy. I think people throw a lot of that out with social media and just jump straight into things. So like he said, like a simple, hey, how you doing would have been nice. But exactly like Flock, mine is I DJ every week. So mine is personally, it's in there for bookings. But I don't mind if an artist asks, hey, where can I send it? Because that particular email gets flooded with records from Sony, Def Jam, Atlantic, everybody. So for me to skip over all that and look for your record, it could get lost. So instead of doing that, just ask for the right email.
Well, I know like with me is, like Obama said he dropped the song off. Yeah, I played it. Didn't call the program director. He home sleep. He ain't gonna be up listening. Shit, I got this. I played it. When I talked to him, it was in the rain. Now, he brought a CD to the station in the rain. It was pouring down rain, thunder and lightning. I said, yo, man, where you headed to? We all head back to my spots by selling CDs. I said, you sell CDs in the rain? I said, where at? He said, the BP station off Cumberland Road and Hopkins Road. So I got out there that night, early that night. I rode by there. Lord behold, he out there selling CDs, and people were buying them. And I actually bought one. Before he realized who I was, I bought one. $5, I bought it. And we've been sticking ever since. That's one thing about him is, he know I'm going through things with my health. He'll go to his phone, he'll see me. Facebook Live, he'll call me, hey man, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, you all right, you need anything, Same thing, my man Liam, he do the same thing, so. And me and Bama, right now, we've been rolling ever since. And right now, in about another year, I can see him actually sign to a label, making his money. Because a lot of artists out there won't, like I said, they want to do things for the station. They want something for nothing. And I don't mind helping out artists. Call me, see how I'm doing. I'm gonna call, see how you doing, see what's up with you. Yo, man, I like that. I like that what you playing on the radio. I like that. Why I ain't got this? You got this video out. Why I ain't got this? That type of friendship. I might call you 3 in the morning. Yo, man, why I ain't got this shit? You gave me this raggedy shit, but why you ain't give me this? Now you got a video for this, but you ain't give me this. That's kind of friendship you wanna do for us. That is. And I got, he called me off for parties. Anybody come up, you're like, yo, man, don't go to that person there, man. I know him, but my man Snow Dogg, he'll get you a good DJ. Call him. That's the friendship you bought up to. And they're the ones you want to stick with.
Yeah.
I got a question.
I like to piggyback off the building relationships thing. I'm gonna use you as an example. I'm not trying to assault you, okay? No, I'm not even gonna touch you. When people like jump into your DMs, like I can't stand when people just send you straight links without saying shit, because this is the way I perceive it. If you come up to me, like if you just jump in my DM with a link, that's the way I see it. It's like you just listen to my music. Here you go. You don't introduce yourself. You don't say nothing.
But the
I don't
shit
know
is
what.
hot. It's hot. It's on fire right now.
just like that.
It's getting 160 spins a week.
I'm just saying, like, and then I don't know about some people, but I can't do much with a link. I need your MP3. you can ask me for my email. You can ask for an email. You don't always have to be like, hey, bro, check that out. And then,
That's exactly what happens. We put a plug on your ad. That's exactly what happens, right?
with the quickness, like, it's okay to say what's up. Some of us, it'll take us a while to get back to you, but we will get back to you. I try to listen to everything I get sent. It might take a week, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? We're people too. You ain't got to bum rush us with your music. Like if I'm selling nothing, hey bro, check this out, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's hot, dog. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, trust me, trust me. You ain't got to do all that.
Hey, to piggyback on what he said about the get back to you, man. Outside of radio, I run a multi-million-dollar business. Few people in here that know me know what I do. I ain't gonna put it out there because y'all gonna be hitting me up on my Instagram. But so I'm busy with that. Like that consumes a lot of my days. So when I'm at my store, I don't really talk to people. Definitely about music. So the relationships outside of that, of what everybody said, if you can build a relationship outside of whatever that they do, like I'm on the radio every night from 9 to 10 p.m. People pull up to the station. Gazelle, I know he in the building. What's up, homie? Gazelle comes down every bike week and stops somebody through the station. He don't got a call. We just know he coming. That's the relationship that we got with him outside of anything else. So if you build those type of relationships, it can go on forever.
Can I say something real quick? Everybody's giving so much good information, but what I think that artists need to realize is that program directors, DJs, people who have platforms that play local music, we are flooded with so much music constantly, and a little bit goes a long way. So a well-written DM goes a long way. Depending on who they are, they might have additional platforms outside of being on the radio. Like for me, I do open mics. I do different showcases. If you are just sending your music link constantly, and you're not showing up to anything and making yourself known, like there'll be people who send me music over and over again, but I happen to see them out somewhere or they happen to come to support an event. And it's like, oh yeah, this is my name. I sent you music. Then I'll go back and find it because you took the extra step and the extra effort versus just being behind your computer screen, sending music, and you took that initiative and came out to actually meet. So face-to-face contact is so very important. Introductions are so very important. It makes you stand out.
Go ahead.
I just want to know if I can ask the artist a question. Now, for all you artists, I know a couple of y'all might drop off what they call an EP, about 4 or 5 tracks on it, 10 tracks on it. If I go to your CD and you see me a CD with 10 tracks on it, and I feel number 2 is hot, but you try to push number 7, which one will you actually push first? Which one you think more important? What the radio respect you to play, or the one you respect to play, to push on?
I want the honest opinion. If I got a single right now, like I said, my ad is on my back of my shirt. I rock my shirt because as artists, and not just artists and DJs, I'm building a brand. I'm not just selling my music, I'm building a brand. So when people see this, they know that's the duo 100 and our ad is on the back. But with my single I'm pushing now, Moneymaker, I got a single I'm pushing now. If I shoot it to Snow, first I'm gonna be like, hey man, what you think about this? He gonna tell me the truth. He gonna either say, it's garbage, push something else, redo it. I don't get mad. I don't be like, oh man, you know what you're talking about. Go somewhere else. They gonna tell me the truth. No, I want the DJs to tell me the truth because I don't want to spend money promoting a record that 10 DJs now told me this ain't the one. Matter of fact, I just left Savannah, Georgia. I just left Savannah, Georgia Thursday, and I'm pushing a single. Another DJ came up to me, was like, yo, that turn, man, that caught my ear. I think you should push that too. So now I'm in a conflict of which one should I push. He's like, no, don't get confused. Push both of them. You got a track for the ladies, got a track for the streets. Push both of them. So if Snow tell me, hey, but I'm gonna go with number 2, don't go with number 7. Guess what? I'm finna flip it up. I'm finna go with number 2. I trust his word. Also, any DJs in here, if y'all need drops, and like I said, I'm not the type of artist to try to hold everything to myself. any artist, if a DJ say, hey, can you send me your drop for your record, do it. I don't care if it's a home studio. I don't care if you got to do it on your cell phone. I just did 30 drops. I got an in-home studio. I did 30 drops. I don't think I say, tell me what you want me to say. I'll run your drop, and I'm going to shoot it right back to you.
Speaking of drops.
Hold on. I ain't letting y'all take my... God damn it. I don't know if he was reading my mind or what the hell he was doing right there. Now, okay, before we get to the drops, okay, because I want to make sure we recap on what we've been saying, because there's a lot of information coming at one time, and unless you're recording on Facebook Live and get my good side, okay, you ain't going to remember, okay? So, the links, yeah, just like church, once you said it, okay, nah, stop, man. Okay, so, let's get back to the links real quick. To me, it's important that you understand there's a difference between how I want to give these people my music and how I want to give my number one fan here my music, okay? I want my number one fan to help me get some numbers up, right? Me as a DJ, I don't care about your numbers. I ain't clicking on nothing, okay? I ain't going to your SoundCloud to push play. I ain't going to your cloud to whatever cloud you got. I ain't going to it to click on it, okay? Because let's say for hypothetically I do, damn, that's like the best damn song I ever heard in my whole lifetime and my past life. How the hell am I gonna play it? Last time I checked Serato, virtual DJ, push button, whatever, okay? I can't drop your link on there and play it. So now I got to take my time out from all the other 50 artists I'm talking to see, hey, would you mind sending it to me as an MP3 so I can play it? So now that's taking more time, okay? You first shot, one kill, okay? All my military folks, that y'all used to hearing that, right? First shot, one kill. I got one time to get this person the music the right way to make sure it's accessible for them to either listen to it as my fan or to play it as a DJ or radio program directors. So make sure you know the difference. I might later become a fan of your music, but right now, I'm your avenue to hopefully say Mr. DJ will start playing my music, okay? So you have to learn to treat people differently. There's different ways on getting your music presented to people. You can't interact them. And if you are doing it, stop. I'm just telling you the truth, okay? Now, getting back to the drops real quick, I don't know no person, no DJ that don't like other people saying their name. I love hearing other people say my name. Different situations on different ways, okay? Okay. Don't act crazy. Y'all know what the hell I'm saying, okay? But for a DJ to get a drop, like dropping little gold mines, right? Because I'll say it a different way. I don't know no DJ that don't like an artist sending them drops, especially when they made in the studio, the same place that you made your particular song. But sometimes that's not always accessible. That don't mean while the kids playing in the background and the damn train going down the railroad, I don't want to hear all that stuff, okay? Get it as good as you can. Send it out to the DJ. Bam, here you go. I know them two do it, and I play it every time I play it. Sometimes I don't even play y'all song in the mix. I still throw that damn drop in there, though.
Yo, could you, and please understand how to do, well, at least ask the DJ how you want the drop done, because I have heard some of the most trashiest, ridiculous, funniest drops from major artists.
Yeah, and I'd be like, you ain't do that on your song.
Right.
They definitely got to know how to pronounce your name.
Yeah.
Facts, and spell it.
Right.
So the best thing to do is to ask the DJ for a script. Okay, keep it simple. So you ain't got to guess. I'll send you a script, but I'll be like, hell, I was halfway asleep that morning, but here's some keywords, say that shit the way you want to say it.
With your script, I'm gonna give you a key.
I didn't swear.
If you're around all these different DJs, different stations, and multiple of us playing your record all over, add your social media name instead of your artist name to the drop. Because people from all over, you never know, could be hearing that, whether he's playing on some song that's not even yours. They're going to look up your page and be like, oh, this such and such, this Big Sam 87 on Twitter and Instagram, shouting out such and such. They're going to come back to your drop like that.
Hey, Sway, I want to just rewind it real quick. I'm DJ Ike G, the Core DJs, Core DJ Radio, Shade 45, Sirius Satellite Radio. And when it comes to artists, when you're sending program directors, DJs, on-air personalities, when you're sending them your records, make sure you send the hottest record. Like don't send 4 and 5 different records. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you send them 4 or 5 different records and you looking for the DJ to pick the record, at that point, you owe that DJ a check because he is consulting your project. So just make sure that when you send it, you send that one record that you know you're pushing. On the flip side, you might send them a B-side record that you're not sure that you want to push, but you might want to push, and it's getting good feedback. So send that one too, but don't flood his email with 6 or 7 different records. It's just not fair to that DJ, and it's not fair to all the other artists that's sending him records that he got to go through also.
And we love instrumentals too. We love instrumentals.
Yeah,
Okay.
And acapella.
Acapellas are awesome.
The whole DJ service pack.
Love that shit.
That's called a DJ service pack if you don't understand what that is, okay? Clean, dirty. If it ain't got the clean, don't send it to me. I don't care.
I just want to throw one thing. Y'all talking about drops. It don't hurt to do a dub plate either, dependent. And you don't have to do that for everybody, but, you know, for the select DJs, it does help. Like, shout out to my guy Tigo B, Where You Come From. I have the DJ TO version of that. And, of course, I'm going to play it because you say, DJ TO, can you tell me where you come from? So it just motivates me to play it a little more. So that doesn't hurt also.
Okay, we understand that dub plates, okay, we understand because that's important. The first time I got one, it had DJ Raver next to it. I'm like, for damn sure, I know there ain't no other DJ Raver. Look. Added my name to the song, okay, and sent it out to me. I was like, hot damn. I played that in my sleep when I wasn't even on the station.
Like he was saying with the songs, because when you send that many songs to a DJ, they're no longer a DJ, they become an A&R now. So that's when the check comes in. Now, I ain't gonna lie. You can send me 7 songs, but it's $25 per song to listen to it, and I'll critique it back then. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get it done like that. But besides that, if you send more than 1 or 2 songs, that shows that you are not sure with your craft. You are not sure what your single is. That shows that you are not confident yet to be out here in this ocean and swim. You feel what I'm saying?
Also, real quick, when you sending those songs too, I hit Tigo up all the time. I grew up with Tigo. I grew up with Jay Black. So it's some people that you'll see stuff on their Instagram, certain songs or certain artists, and the song might not be out yet, but they've established so much of a relationship with you. That goes back to the keys with the relationship. I hit Tigo up on one joint. I can't remember what it was, and I swear it was like 2 minutes later he emailed it to me. Jay Black the same way. 2 minutes later, I get the songs there. So those relationships and then knowing folks, it helps, especially with the artists, and to be ready to send it out. Don't tell me, oh, I got to get it clean, and it be while you're doing your dirty joint, going to make sure the engineer clean it up right then too, and have it ready to go.
Well, I know one thing about me as far as artists in our area. If they see me a song, they're like, yo, man, play this song for me. I said, I'm playing for you at 8 o'clock. Now, if you already sent me a song, it's been hot. I don't care if it's been 5 or 10 years. I still got that song. If you hear that song at 8 o'clock, I have a bunch of artists. If I play that old song, oh, they call me, and you didn't like that song, did you? I said, you know I didn't like it. If you're not hot as the other song that I been played 10 years ago, you need to go back to the drawing board. And I have an artist. I had an artist last weekend called me. I played an old song, one of the old songs. He said, "Oh man, I know that song was fucked up, but I tried it anyway." I get up with you in about 3 or 4 months. I said, "All right, dog, go ahead, do what you got to do. Good luck to you." So that's one thing about being in a relationship, man. I always keep an old song. If you're not hot as that song, any artist, label artist, I got a label artist out of South Carolina. I ain't gonna call his name. He done sent me 10 songs, and I still come back with the same old hot song. Everybody in here plays it. I know they played it before. I'm not gonna call his name. I'm not gonna do him like that. And he said, "Back to the drawing board, man." I said, "Yeah, man, back to the drawing board. Going back to it."
Yeah.
It's okay to be real with yourself, okay? Because me as a DJ, I ain't gonna stand up here and lie to you. Just make sure you erase it after I say it off of Facebook. Okay? But believe it or not, there has been some mixes sometime in my lifetime that I done did, and maybe I thought, nah, that wasn't the best I could have did right there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I didn't send it out. So don't send out something that you don't want people to hear. Don't send out a song and you think you got something better than that song, and why you send me that one, right? Send me your best. You should be trying to send your best out all the time. Even when you go out and talk to a young lady, right, you trying to throw 8+ game on her, right? Do the same thing when you send out your music. Have a bio, EPK/whatever. Make sure I heard track. Okay, so I want to make sure I touch that. Track 3 was said, because literally I get songs in my inbox that say track 3. Now, again, for my military folks, y'all know file 13, right? I talked about this last year, okay? File 13 is my trash, okay? So I don't care what the damn song sounds like, because I'm not going to know, because I ain't going to take time to listen to it. It's automatically going in file 13 in my trash, because some of us, including myself, are part of a specific company, I'm not going to name names, that keeps track of everything that I play on my Serato. So I'm not going to send up something that says track 13. I don't care what it sounds like. It could be the hottest damn song I might have heard in my lifetime and my past lifetime, but I ain't going to play it. Relationship, presentation. Stamp that in your forehead. Relationship, presentation on the other side. And somehow between going out and meeting DJs, other people, fans, giving out CDs, business cards, little thumb drives, the little ankle, wrist bracelets, whatever that's got your name on it, put all that stuff together with relationship and what else? Presentation, and split it in the middle right here. And then go out and work. Because out of everything we done said so far, we haven't really touched on work and grind and hustle. But really, all of this is what that is, okay? But you got to put all that stuff together somehow. Do this, that, this over here, a little bit of that, put it all together and hit the street and come out to conferences like these, right? Okay, go ahead.
Question for a program director. What's the most important thing at radio in your aspect that you would say that artists bypass over?
I do, because that's such a broad question. You know what I'm saying? And honestly,
I'll narrow it down a little bit more.
Honestly, I'm for me being at an independent station, marketability is the number one bypass thing, because if an artist, as a station, if you're marketing your record quarter-based, the radio station does our promotion schedule quarterly. Like right now, we're in the back-to-school era. So if there's any, matter of fact, let me do it this way. Is there any artists that do invest in their project to market themselves to their listeners? Is there anybody in here that invests their own money? All right. This quarter is back to school. I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. your demo, if you are doing most of the trap music, the kids are driving your platform. If you get with these radio stations and say, hey, I would like to build a relationship with you guys doing a specific promotion, let me sponsor 1,000 book bags. Let me sponsor pens, pencils, paper with my logo on it, so that I can be able to give to the kids. That alone will get you further reach and build a relationship with your radio station locally, regionally, however, than it would bombarding them with emails of your record every day. You know, and that's just to answer your question. Marketability. Is your record and what you're giving to your listeners, is it able to be marketed, you know, versus just becoming a niche artist? And I know pretty much everybody knows what a niche artist is. I mean, I know I'm not speaking German to anyone, but that's the biggest thing for me, is can your record be marketed to what I'm doing each quarter? And that, you know, pretty much will sum it up, your answer.
I got something I want to ask all the panelists up here as far as the DJs. I have an artist send me an email and the song was garbage. I mean, for real, it was garbage. He had a flyer on Facebook. It was garbage. But someone told me to go by and check his show out. I went in the country, checked the show out. He performing. He was so glad to see me. I didn't quote on the music. But when he got there to perform, he had about 2,000 people out there going off on his music. Now how do you approach that method, as far as playing it on the radio? Now, your eyes is garbage, but when you go out to see all the people out there jumping up and down and like, yo, this song is the hottest thing around here, I mean, it's kind of hard. How did we go by with that?
Was those 2,000 people his friends?
I mean, could be.
He got 2,000 yes men.
I mean, he charged me to get in there.
Hopefully 2,000 of them people bought drinks at the club that I'm DJing at. That's what I hope.
Me as a DJ in that situation, like, if I hear a record and the record's not hot, but I go and see the artist perform and he has the whole crowd going crazy like that, then I gotta resort back to what my job in radio really is, and that's to keep my listeners' attention until that next commercial break. You feel what I'm saying? So I know if I play that record during my mix, I know I'm gonna lose a big portion of my listeners while that record is playing, especially if it's garbage. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, also, I'm just one thing about I am the mix show coordinator at my station. All my DJs are different. Every one of them, knock on wood, they're different. As far as what record you drop, or what record you do, or what you say on radio, you're not gonna be able to please everybody. That's one thing about that is, you might drop that song, that song might be #1. Somebody might not want to hear Drake. Well, somebody might not want to hear this. But you got an option, you know, as far as my DJs is, I go to hey man, where you get that song from? Someone will look at me like, yeah, I know you, yeah. I got a couple DJs in here. I look at them, hey man, where you get that song from, man? I got that same shit. And, you know, well, I had about 2 weeks ago. You know, I decided to pull it out right now. Yeah. But you know, that's one thing about that is, you know, like I said, if it's garbage, I'm gonna play it. If it's in an area in a rural area that I feel that my radio station don't go to, and if I feel that artist, they got them 2,000, 3,000 people out there, I say, yo, man, I'm going to call them, hey, man, about 9 o'clock, I'm going to drop your shit. Go ahead and promote this, you know, 104.5 WCCD, get ready to promote your shit. Hey, you know, tell them to go to the Play Store, download this app. If they out of town, you know, he'll go out there and put it out there. That's the artists I try to grab.
Tell them 2,000 people that was at the club to download your app.
Yeah.
Listen to your mix, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. You got a flock. I don't want no beef.
Real quick, a perfect example of what he's saying is, well, also sometimes us being a DJ, sometimes, you know, it's all art. Some people don't like the Mona Lisa. Some people don't like, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, it's a craft. And the perfect example, what I would take from that is that I remember, perfect example, TK and Cash. And Cash is my brother. We got the same daddy. Now, you know, I'm a fan because that's my brother. They came out with Mine Right, and it was dope. And then when they came out with 3 Times in a Row, I couldn't stand the song. I was like, yo, what the fuck? But after a couple of weeks, You caught me 3 times in a row. It just grew on me. So sometimes it just might not be the time for, even with us as DJs, because, you know, like I said, some things we like, some things we don't like, and that's just, you know, this is how it is. Bada boom, bada bang.
I know for me, like at my station at Foxy, me and the DJs, we kind of like butt heads all the time when it comes to music. Like I can think of a song right now from an artist in Greensboro, and I fucks with it. I like it. And my man Ruckus that he does the 10 o'clock mix, he's like, nah, I don't like that joint. I was like, bro, like, it's straight. And then, so me and him and the other DJs, we go back and forth on music all the time. And like, we're trying to like, hey, if we can all agree on a record, we can break something, but we can never, ever, ever agree on anything. So like, there's a cat from Fayetteville whose music I fuck with. I try to play his joint at least like 3-4 times a week, but then I realize I'm the only one doing it. Like, they're not doing it, and so it's like it's kind of frustrating to a fault. But everybody has their taste. But at the same time, if I play something, and he's like, "Oh shit, what's that?" You know what I'm saying? Then he'll turn around and play it, and I do the same thing. I try to listen to my guys, you know what I'm saying, hear what they play, so we could at least collaborate on a record or something. But as far as your question, if I think a joint is trash, I hate to say it like this. If I think a joint is trash, I don't give a fuck who like it. I ain't playing it. I'm just, like, I don't play, no disrespect to no major artists. I barely ever, I don't play no Yachty. I don't play, like, and unless he's on a record that I fuck with, but like, there's a lot of artists that I just don't fucking play it. You know, and I kind of take feedback from my friends that listen too, because they're like, yo, G, what the fuck is that? And like, I just won't play it again. Like, you ain't about to make me look bad because I'm trying to like play what's new and what's hot. Whatever.
I got a question for this artist right here. How long in your area would you try to break your record or keep breaking your record in your area before moving it? How long would you try to do that?
I'm trying to get the question right, because if you're saying like one particular song in the city that I'm in,
yeah, like say, for instance,
okay,
I know this guy named Lil Yella. He goes by Yella Beezy now. Back in 2009, I mean, IG knows about it. But that record that y'all hear on the radio now has been out for about 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Like, that's real talk. Like, it's in the Midwest, we had that. But how long would you actually take to push your record? Would you stand on your record and believe on it for that long and build that budget to move it along?
To be
or
honest
would
with
you not?
To be honest with you, yes, because like where I'm from in Augusta, Georgia, like I broke a record on Picture Perfect. We did a song called Picture Perfect, for example. And when we did Picture Perfect, I took it to the radio station. I put the budget behind it, you know what I'm saying, with it, you know, for the commercials, making it air. And, you know, everybody like to hear and jump on the record, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. But then we broke another record, and I got some major features as well, but we're not gonna go on that because that's not what it's about. It's about this particular record. So then we broke the record that we just broke, My Spot Stay Jumping. Okay, I'm in touring the song and everything. What's crazy about it is my city where I'm from has jumped back on Picture Perfect, because it's basically Picture Perfect IG. I'm talking about IG, and Instagram done blew up so big, so everybody's jumping back on this record. Now DJ Flacco told me, King James, I love Picture Perfect. I was like, me too, man. We've been pushing the record. And then I dropped My Spot Stay Jumping. He's like, I like My Spot Stay Jumping even more, but I like Picture Perfect. But Picture Perfect is starting to pick up. The numbers is picking up like fast. So I'm like, I'm amazed with it. My thing is about a record. Back to what you're saying, your question. I believe not staying in your city. I believe going city to city, state to state, country to country. I believe in networking, meeting up with the DJs. I mean, like, Oh, most definitely. Oh, get it from Flacco. I mean, he's the man. He's the man. Get with DJ Flacco.
Here better have it. Flacco. Nah, my bad.
But you know, like next week we'll be in Jacksonville. You know, with the Boys and Girls Club, like he said. You know, with the kids, and my son will be there. We did some as well with Boosie, and it was a daytime event for the kids. And I bring my kids to interact, and we do all them things. But like you said with that record, I like you said, Yellow Beezy. I never, ever will ever stop pushing my records. If they're moving, I'm gonna let them keep moving. And I'm always gonna platform, and I'm always gonna re-platform. I'm always gonna recreate and create and create. Because sometimes you might have the right record, but you might have the wrong mix. You might have the right record, but it's in the wrong region. You never know where it's gonna go. So like you saying, like with Yellow Beezy, he was just, when he was promoting it, it was just on the local stage, but when it picked up in one spot, it picked up in another spot, and it just kept going and kept going. And now he's performing the song like, man, this is brand new. But really, it's 4 or 5 years old, like you said. So, I mean, I would never stop pushing my record that I believe in. But like if Flacco tell me, hey, King James, I love the song one, but we need to stay with My Spot Stay Jumping, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stay with My Spot Stay Jumping. We might have one streaming somewhere else. You might pick up on one, never know, but just saying that, yeah, stay behind your record.
All right, I appreciate it. Everybody that's on the panel, I'm going to have one more question. It's going to be the last question for this session on the panel. And then after that question, we're going to do a quick one through of everybody that's on the panel one more time to introduce themselves. Make sure after y'all get done, we do have another panel after this, so you got still a few more minutes to network with everybody up there. Everybody up there, okay? And then we're going to go into the next panel. So this is going to be the last question for this session.
Hi, thanks. My name's Leah from Philadelphia, new in the music industry, so please forgive me if this question is so basic, but maybe you could go online. I'm curious, and from Philly, the Super Bowl champs from earlier, your point that you left out. Anyway.
Can you stand up? I can't see you, hear you.
Hi. Could you guys go down the line real quick and what percentage of the songs that you play are independent versus songs that you are mandated by either promotion or labels? Like a quick, just a guesstimate, like 50-50, 60-40, what's the sense of that?
I can say for us, we're not mandated by any label or anybody to play any record. I'm not sure how to independent, but we're commercial radio, so we're not obligated to play any record. And when you say independent, you have to think it's not just locally. There's a lot of independent artists that are national artists technically. So the percent, it varies because our music changes probably every week and a half, every 2 weeks maybe when we have music meetings. So it really depends on the week. Like right now, I couldn't even tell you, I had to look at the list, but I just want to throw that out there. We're not mandated to play anything. And also, I meant to touch on this a little earlier when we were talking about how you come at people. Be careful, artists, when you come at somebody, especially in an email or a direct message of how much does it cost to get my song on the radio? Because I've had people email me and my program director, how much for an interview, how much to get my song played. And I don't even respond because I don't want to get involved in that conversation. I don't want any misunderstandings. That is called payola, and I will get fired for that. Now, other DJs, they may go about it a different route, but please be careful when you approaching people. Everything does not have a price tag, especially if you don't know that person.
All right, real quick. Where I'm at, I play about maybe, I ain't gonna lie, about 35% independent artists from the area that my station reaches. Now, one of the reasons I do this is because radio has gotten watered down over the years because of all this internet, because of all the online stations, this, that, and the third. But if you ever notice, one thing that won't go nowhere, even though they say it's diluting, local news. The local news station will never go nowhere because it reaches out to the people in the area. So I cater towards a lot of independents in the area because they got followers, they got fans. But I cater to the ones that's working now. It's just not, and I do my research. But if I keep my station now more local and not as abroad, because people now, they don't have to wait for me to play Jay-Z or Beyonce, or they can just go to their phone. But the independent artists, they want to hear it, so they support us, they're listening, they're tuning. So I give about maybe 35% I do play independent music of where I'm at.
Yeah.
I would say, for me, just ending this, that how many local artists, well, I ain't gonna say local artists, how many independent artists I play on my mixes depends on how many hot independent artists music I got between Wednesday and Wednesday. Sometimes, I don't know, there's like plenty of times I think I know I'm gonna get fired for this one. But you know what, I don't care.
Me,
I don't care.
I say for me, it's close to like 25 to 30% because my mix is with my program director. So I feel a little bit more pressure than anybody else. So I know if I play something that he don't fuck with, he gonna be like, yo, what the fuck are you playing? But even still, and we have a mix show list, like their only thing is you can't play brand new songs back to back. So I make it my business to play at least one Carolina artist a day, at least, whether it be Luke Nasty, Tigo B, G Yamazawa, some cats from Fayetteville. I make it my Rhapsody. I don't care who it is. I make it my business to play Carolina music every single day that I'm on.
All right. Once again, we appreciate everybody coming out here to the 7th Annual Fleet DJ Music Conference. Everybody that's up here on the panel, let's give a big shout out to everybody up here on the panel. Appreciate them and all the artists. So,
once again, I need y'all to just stay put real quick. Classic, can you grab a couple of the sponsors to come up here real quick? Panelists, I want to thank y'all. I know pretty much all of y'all, man. I appreciate everybody up here, man. Once again, give them a round of applause. Oh, yeah.